Alright, this is a unique kind of project. It's called Kickin'. The reason it's unique is because it's a storyboard presentation, an incomplete project that could be filmed but probably never will be filmed. The reason that it's not filmed is because Hunter Mannering, who I dedicate this film to, decided to completely bail on us and drop the film class that we were taking. So I had to come up with a way to turn in a project without filming a single thing. Here you go. Okay, scene one. Hunter wakes up in his bedroom in front of his skull and crossbones poster. First thing he does is pick up a cigarette and his cell phone. He lights up the cigarette and calls up his buddy Robert. Goes into split screen. Robert's like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" He's like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What What are you doing right now?" Dude, I'm just kicking it in my place." He's like, "What, dude? You're you're kicking it right now?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm kicking it right now. Just kicking it." "Dude, that's so cool. I could so kick it." He's like, "If you want, I mean, if you want, you could come over and kick it." He's like, "Dude, that'd be so sweet." It's like the best thing ever to him. "I'll so kick it." He's like, "Do it then. Come on over." And so that's what he does. He pops out of bed and he goes to go kick it. And that's really the only motivation for the entire film. Scene two. Now Hunter's in his car. He's starting up the engine. He's backing up and singing to himself, "I'm going to go kick it," and drops a cigarette. And he takes his eye off the wheel. And as he's backing up, a motorcyclist sneaks up in his rearview mirror and completely gets right behind his car as he's backing up. Of course, completely smacks the motorcyclist behind him, who comes up to go get mad and up in his face. He's like, "Get the fuck out of your car! You cannot be doing this!" Like, the Hunter gets out of his car. He's like, "What? I'm sorry." He's like, "No, you fucking can't do that. You can't fucking..." Scaring Hunter and shit. He's like, "You can't fucking..." He gets super mad and up in his face, and then all of a sudden he just like has a heart attack, just drops on the floor. Hunter's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what's going on?" Since the guy was in his face, he's just like, "Yeah, I kicked that guy's ass. Did you see that?" People across the street are just like, "What?" So some concerned citizen comes up and checks the motorcyclist's pulse, and Hunter's just looking at him like, And then he's like, "Yeah, he's dead." So when it cuts back to Hunter, he's already in his car, and he's already fleeing the scene. So now Hunter's a good distance away, and he stopped at a red light, and there's like this sign spinner doing crazy tricks on the corner that he's at. He's looking at the sign spinner, and it's all like, "Wow, I can't even read that fucking thing. This is retarded." And ring, 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 his phone rings, so he picks it up, and it's Robert again calling him. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" Robert's like, "Hey, yo, get Fouties." He's like, "You want what now?" "Fouties." "I don't understand what..." "I need my juice, man, some drink. Get us some Fouties and pick up some rolling papers while you're at it." He's like, "Oh, you want 40-ounce beers? Oh, hell yeah. Fouties. That's a good idea, man. I don't turn 21 for like 2 months, though. Broski, I can't get us the brewskis." Robert's like, "Man, use your brain. Shoulder tap. Get some bitches to do it. I don't care. I'll pay you back. I'm just a little preoccupied at the moment." He takes a big fat rip out of a blunt. Meanwhile, outside of the car, the sign spinner drops his sign and it lands perfectly underneath his tire. The light turns green. So Hunter says to Robert, "Alright, I'll see what I can do." And then he drives off, and the sign just spits out of the wheel of the tire and projectiles into the sign spinner's face and knocks him unconscious. So you're just left with this image of cars passing by a dead sign spinner on the street, and that's that. So scene four, Hunter's on his way to go get the booze, and he pulls into the grocery store and almost hits a lady as he's pulling into the driveway. He finds a parking spot and gets out of the car and starts looking around for people to ask. He starts asking a guy, "Hey man, you think you can go in there and get me some alcohol?" He's like, "Hell no." He goes up to another person, "Can you get me some alcohol?" He's like, "Are you kidding me?" Comes to some lady, he's like, she's just like, "Don't even try." So he kind of walks away all defeated and pissed off, and so he walks away and then sees a bum just sleeping on the corner with a sign. He's like, "Jackpot." He comes up, tries to wake him up, snaps in his face and kind of wakes him up. All of a sudden, he's just like, "So, whoa, 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 what what do you want? What do you want? He's like, dude, can you buy me some alcohol? I'll give you some money, and you can buy yourself a little something too. He's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. So they're walking together. They go back to the store, and the bum just like, okay, I'll do this right now. He's like, cool. And someone says, hey, come here a second. He turns around and there's this lady saying, hey, we need to hold our legislators accountable. Are you registered to vote? Because I'm signing up people to vote. He's like, shh, fuck that. I'm not going to vote. I don't need to register anything for this country. Turns around and then there's a marijuana lady saying, hey, let's sign a petition to legalize marijuana. He's like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. He signs a petition for marijuana, and the guy's all pissed in the background. She's like, oh, here's your free sack of weed for signing that. He's like, free sack of weed? That's awesome. Thanks. She's like, yeah, it'll be our little secret, though, so hush hush about it. He's like, cool. So then the bum comes out with all the alcohol. So they walk away, and then they're all happy, and the bum looks at him, and he's like, hey, do you want to kick it? He's like, oh, hell yeah, I want to kick it. I always want to kick it. Yeah. So scene 5, he's kicking it with this bum. The bum bought some extra hard alcohol. So they're just cheersing. They're having a good old time. It's like, what? You got a bunch of hard alcohol too? He's like, yeah, I saved up a bunch of money holding my pour sign. He's like, starts chugging this whole fifth of booze and just chugs the whole thing right in front of me. He's just like, whoa, how do you do that? He's like, put hair on your chest. You try now. It's your turn. And so Hunter takes it. He tries to start chugging. The bum's just helping him shove it down his throat, and he's trying to chug and chug and chug, and it's kind of making him a little bit sick. He's like, oh, I can't do this. And then it's just like, and he starts puking all over the place. The bum just starts laughing at him. I can't hold your shit. And then he starts smoking crack. And he's like, dude, what is that? He's like, well, this is just a little bit of crack. Hunter's all getting blurry-eyed, and he's all fucked up from the booze. And then the bum's just like, and then I'm going to take advantage of you. And he's like, whoa, no, that is not happening. So he picks up the 40s and just starts booking it out of there. And the bum's like, oh, why does nobody want to hang out with me? He just can't figure it out. So now we're entering scene 6, and Hunter's running back to his car with the 40s in his bag, and he's driving off. But he's really not sober. He's way too drunk to be driving right now, so he's swerving all over the road, popping curbs along the street, and he ends up pretty much just falling asleep at the wheel and then runs straight into a tree, and fucking that's it. The movie's over. The end. Incredibly pointless, but ferociously entertaining, and you cannot deny that. Minor Films, bitches.